Today we're talking about gratitude. And I'm so grateful for my ancestral team. So I'm going to be chilling in the cut, just getting some of that love and energy. These are some of the masks that I've danced throughout my dance career. Aoyami and the medicine woman. And they have taught me so much, especially about being grateful. And that's what we're going to talk about today on this episode of Sit With Me. Being in a gratitude attitude. Easier said than done. First off, happy Thanksgiving. Or happy Family Day, or whatever you celebrate this day to be with you and yours. It is not easy to stay in an energy of gratitude when you don't see anything around you to be grateful for. And that is only true when you're looking for material things to complete your happiness. Because if that wasn't the case, you would be able to find so many things. Just the fact that you're here right now. Are you not grateful for the gift of technology? That you're able to converse and to learn and to meet and bond with people that maybe you would have never met before that live on the other side of the world? Aren't you grateful for the fact that you are here right now? And maybe you're not in the greatest situation, but you're here. There are some people who are not. You're breathing. Take a moment and really take in the miracle of breath. Breathe and truly be grateful for that gift. Do you know the things that have to come together so that we can breathe this air? That if one thing is out of sync, we would not be able to breathe. Give thanks for the breath of life. That is definitely something to be grateful for. And some of you have suffered losses. I'm hearing grief. A lot of people are grieving. Yeah, this is the time of year, usually autumn. People find that there's a lot of passings. It's a transformational time period. And we being connected to this planet, we are also connected to the seasonal changes as well. And you'll find that life will be so much easier when you start to get that into your head. I am one with the earth. And so the shifts and the changes she goes through, I too am going to feel them. I too am going to reflect them. So the more you reflect the seasonal changes in your life, the more easily you'll flow through. So if you use autumn as a time for transformation, for change, you'll find that the changes happen quicker or easier. If you go into winter thinking this is time to retreat, to pull back my energy, to plan, to build, to hibernate, then you will find that you get through the winter season full of energy, recharged, and ready for the spring. And then when the spring comes, you give birth to your new ideas, your new plans, your new beginnings. And when the summertime comes, the summer full of that fire, that energy, action, now things are moving. Now you're moving. Now the opportunities are coming in and you're grasping them. Now you are creating opportunities. Now the things that you started in the spring are in full bloom. So if we were able to really match our lifestyles to the seasons changes, I'm telling you, we would find things would flow so much more smoothly. But that brings me back to this time period where a lot of people may find they are grieving losses. Maybe even because of holiday season, you're remembering past lost loved ones. And it's because you view it as a loss that you're grieving. If you took the time to celebrate that this person or these people have elevated, they have transcended this world, and they are now back connected fully with source energy. Instead of us being selfish and only thinking of the physical loss that we suffer when they pass, think about what their spirit is going on to. Think about how much more powerful they are now. Think about how healed, no more suffering, just peace. And if you can look at it that way and detach yourself from the physical yearning of having them here physically, it can kind of make you excited for them, especially if it's a loved one that was suffering here, that was not well. Oh, trust and believe now, they are wonderful. One of these days I have to do a special, maybe the 10th anniversary, the 10th episode, I can do a special on ancestors and connecting to those who have passed on. But today it's about Thanksgiving and giving thanks for what we have. So in closing, I would say if you're grieving a loss, think of what they've gained. They gained their wings. And if you can see death in that light, it becomes less painful. You're no longer a slave to the fear of dying. You're no longer a slave to the fear of someone else dying. Now, how is a little different. We all pray to go out nice and peacefully, when it's our time. But just to know that you are releasing this person from being stuck here in your energy. Give thanks, because right now, you sitting in this energy now and understanding that they are in a better place has elevated them and elevated you. I could go on and on about ancestor energy, but we're not going to go there today. We're going to save it. Matter of fact, I think I will do it for the 10th anniversary. The 10th, it's not my 10th year, but it'll be my 10th episode, and I want to celebrate every milestone. And that's something else I want to get to with you guys. To be in a state of gratitude means you are grateful for everything. Everything that comes your way. Even the negative experiences. Because you have to think, who you are today was created by your experiences. Where you are today was created by your experiences. So if you're in a place that you don't want to be in, backtrack on some of the experiences that got you to this point. Try to find the wisdom gained from those experiences, and that'll show you where or how you need to move forward. But understanding first how you are where you are is important, and be thankful for it. Even if you're in a predicament where you feel like, I ain't got no money, I'm not working, I don't have the love of my life by my side, everything is terrible. No, that's not true. Look in the mirror. You look good, don't you? You looking good, you know? But you're attracting what you feel. So if you feel you have nothing, you are attracting nothing. More nothingness. What is this flipping around in the background? My hair. Sorry. This distracted me when I looked in the camera. But yeah. You have so much more than what you are acknowledging by looking around. And that's the struggle for the light worker, is that we have to believe without seeing. And then we have to get others to believe without seeing. And that, my dears, is a tough task. Because first you have to convince yourself that what you believe is truth. And once you believe and convince yourself and have faith and trust, you inspire others without even having to try to also believe. Because if they see it flowing and working through your life, then of course they're going to want to try it. Like, how did you go from rock bottom to now you are glowing, you're shining, and everything might not even be perfect in your life? But you are vibrating light because that's where your focus is. And as long as you stay in that energy, you're going to attract light. So you're going to attract people who see the light, who want some of it. You're going to attract people who see that light and match it. You're going to attract opportunities that match that energy, that fire, that light. But as long as you are in an energy of grief, you're going to attract people who are grieving. You're going to attract situations that cause more grief. You're going to find opportunities to grieve more. If you are in an energy of, I ain't got nothing to be grateful for, I have nothing to be thankful for, I have nothing to be grateful for, I just don't. If that is how you sincerely feel, then understand that that is why you have nothing to be grateful for, because you have everything to be grateful for. You're here to be able to say, I'm not grateful. Right there in itself, that's something to be grateful for. Some people ain't here to even express that feeling. See, yeah, some people might feel like, being alive is not a gift. It's not to be, I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to be here, going through this struggle, through this life. Yeah, I feel you. But you did ask to be here. In a spiritual sense, you asked to be here at this time, doing what you're doing, going through what you're going through, and sitting here now, getting the help and the guidance and assistance that you need to persevere, to carry on. Yes, you signed up for this, light worker. Yes, we did. And yes, sometimes we might question that, like, what was my light self thinking? Why didn't we choose to stay in the light? Well, as a light worker, you have a calling to share that light. Even if you didn't choose to come back to the world, to the earthly plane, you'd still have to work that light from other dimensions. You are a light worker. It is your path. Therefore, you will always be called to share your light. And that's just something I feel like someone needs to know. Anyone who thinks they can walk away from this and choose something else, no, you can't. You can try, but the divine will always find a way to bring you right back to where you belong. So I want to take a minute. We're going to do 4 deep grounding breaths, and we're going to use a hand mudra. I'm guided to use right now, and it's for awakening. And I want to awaken in you the feeling of gratitude, the feeling of joy, The feeling of what is to come, the feeling of embracing big shifts and changes in your life and being grateful for these big shifts and changes because they're making way for a new to be ushered in. I feel like you guys are going to have an amazing winter because of all the transformational work you've been doing up to this point, working on yourself. That's not easy. It's easy to look at other people and be like, this is what they need to do. They should fix that. If they change that, their life would be better. But to look at yourself and go, okay, I need to fix this. I need to change that. I need to let this person go. I need to let that job go. I need to stop that bad habit. That's not easy, but it's possible. And 'tis the season for miracles. So be open to them. Be open. Miracles are possible. You know what a miracle is? A miracle is something occurring that the world made you feel like was impossible, but you believed hard enough, deep in your heart, you always held on, that it manifests, much to everyone's surprise. That's a miracle. That's a divine stepping in and saying, what? Don't y'all know who I am? What you mean that can't happen? That ain't possible. And there you have it. So we're going to take some breaths. And every time you inhale, I want you to inhale all of the new beginnings and the wonderful energy that is coming in. And every time you exhale, I want you to feel a release of a load, a burden, something that might have been stressing you, something you might have been worrying about, something that was taking your focus off of the things that you can be grateful for and should be grateful for. We're going to just exhale all of that energy and take in deep breaths of positive light energy. You can open your eyes, you can close your eyes, you can hold on to some crystals, do what you like, or you could just sit with your palms open. I'm using the mudra for awakening. So let's take a deep breath in and out. Let it go, let everything go. Those things are not important that you're worrying about. They are not. Take another deep breath in of new beginnings. Shifts of energy into positive places. And exhale and let go of any challenges to these new beginnings, these new opportunities coming in. Let those thoughts of challenges getting in the way, let that go. Nothing can stop you. Take another deep breath in through your mouth, connecting to your crown and to the divine. Feel purple light energy at the top of your head. Exhale and feel yourself being covered by the divine light and energy of Source. Washing away your griefs, washing away your fears and your worries, comforting you. Trust. Take another deep breath in through your mouth. Feel yourself connecting to the earth beneath your feet, feeling grounded and supported by your ancestors and this planet. Exhale and relax in the energy of abundance. An abundance of love, an abundance of prosperity, an abundance of opportunities that will take your passions to new heights. And we're going to do one more clearing breath. Take one more breath in. Filling yourself up with the light and love of all of your guides. Feel their love, feel their support. Give thanks. And exhale in gratitude that you are never alone. You are never alone. You are never alone. Amen. Amen. Ashe. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Sit With Me. It comes from my heart. All of my episodes come from my heart. But this one, I want you to leave this session in a state of complete gratitude. So here are 5 things that can help you to stay in this vibration. Besides the fact that I love you, I don't have to know you to love you. I can feel your energy, your vibe. My energy calls yours here, and for that reason, I love you for showing up. Here are 5 things that can help you try to stay in an attitude of gratitude, even when you don't really feel like it, like there's anything to be grateful for. You can call or stay around happy and positive people, but be careful with that because sometimes happy and positive people can trigger you if you're not in the mood for their level of joy. So be careful with that. Know exactly what you are capable of handling. Hang around that person that, they're not always like over the top, like, hey, wonderful day, great morning, blessed day, you are magnificent, you look beautiful, gorgeous. Not that person. I mean the person that they're like focused on other things. They're talking about, I was thinking about taking this trip to, the Bahamas or whatever, Oh, don't talk about you ain't got it. We gonna get it. I ain't got it yet, but we gonna get it. We gonna get there. You want to hang around that person, those people. Okay, because they will lift you up. They will motivate you. They'll inspire you. You also want to affirm things you know are coming in for you. Affirming, not just saying them, affirming them, like feeling them. Saying and seeing them, hearing them, smelling them, tasting them. Feeling it all through your body. That's how you affirm. Affirming is that knowing, that you're just confirming, really, instead of affirming. You're confirming that this is reality. This is your reality. And then the universe has no choice but to match that vibration. This world is all about energy and vibration. If you are a magnet to negative, then that's what you're going to get. So switch up your vibe. Affirm the things you know are coming in for you. Affirm the things that you know you already have. Also, focus on your gifts or your creativity. If you have special gifts, special talents, focus on those. Shift your energy there. Put your stuff, the muck in the residue left behind from experiences, put that into creative work. Even if it's something like baking for the family. Focus on that. Put your love and joy into doing it. Ask family members to help out or people to come over. And let's do something together. Let's have a game night. Focus on being creative. Also, you can list what you're appreciating in your life. Listing what you appreciate in your life and reading it daily is an automatic shift in your vibration because your mind will be shifted. What your mind sees repeatedly starts to become embedded in it. Just like if you self-talk yourself horrible, terrible things that you don't really believe about yourself, eventually you're going to be living those things because your mind is going to have that idea embedded, in it. So what you want to do is give your mind positive things to focus on. The things you appreciate, even if you can't think of nothing but I'm alive, I'm breathing, there's clean air around me to breathe, and I have water and I have food. Some people can't even say that. Trust me, I know. Read that list every day.
and truly appreciate the things you have in your life. And you'll see more things to appreciate just flowing in. You might not even notice. You be too busy appreciating what you already got. And lastly, visualize what you know is to come and know it. It's the same vibe as affirming. Sit, close your eyes, allow yourself to daydream, and don't see it as a daydream. See it as you being a visionary, you planning out your future, planning out your road ahead. But it's the road that you know. This is the road you walking. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're creating it. Visualize that road, that path. Visualize that lifestyle. Visualize that career. Visualize that love, that family life, that home, that environment. Visualize that life that you want and that you already have. The only reason why it doesn't exist in your world is because you don't know it. Know that these things are yours. Know that what you visualize is just premonition of what's to come. See yourself as an intuit because you are intuitive. Realize that some of the visuals you get are intuitive hits. If only you'd believe in them. So on this Thanksgiving, this family day as I call it, sit and think about if you truly are grateful for everything that you have in your life. And if not, really check yourself and do some of the tips that I just gave you. Get yourself in that gratitude attitude. If you're going to be one of the light workers coming through my channel, we got to stay lit, light, bright. Alright? I'm sorry, y'all. I used to rhyme back in the day. Alright. So on that note, be back with lessons on love. Alright, so welcome to Lessons on Love's Pick a Card portion of this segment. And this reading here is all about what calls to your heart now. So maybe you've been feeling confused as to what direction to go in or where to focus your energy. I feel like the people who are drawn to this reading today are multi-gifted and talented and have so many things that you can do. And sometimes it's difficult for you to figure out which way to go. And then for those of you that are clear on which way to go, I feel like sometimes you feel like, is this the right choice? Look at my kids got all loud right at that point. It just felt like just a feeling of, I guess, not being 100% sure. That's the energy I'm feeling. So instead of focusing on love relationships today, we're going to focus on your love for what you do. Finding the career that's meant for you. What do you love to do? And I'm being serious right now. Think about what you love to do. What calls to your heart? What would you do no matter what? Like, can't nobody stop you from doing this. Like, if they made a law against this, you would still do it somehow, some way. Like, it's that much of a calling for you. And whatever that thing is that makes you feel that good, that you have to do it no matter what, that you'd risk it all, even if you wasn't getting paid, that is what you should be doing. But of course, most people, if they don't see a financial or anyone, I guess, in that industry financially abundant. They feel like it's a career that doesn't bring abundance. Or if only a few people are abundant in that field, then it seems like, oh, that must be a field where it's very hard to get, prosperity or anything, or an abundance of opportunities in. But what you don't realize is sometimes that industry is waiting for you. It's waiting for your energy. It's waiting for someone who has what you bring to the table. So today, I want you to tap into what you love to do. Not who you love to do, what you love to do, okay? What calls to your heart now. And I have 5 pals. Ooh, 4 pals. Almost said 5. Wow. Okay. Because you know what? When I put these piles out, I did do a 5th one for myself so that I wouldn't be all wrapped up in y'all reading, trying to feel a vibe for my own self, confirmation. My own reading. But I still end up with a pal anyway. By the way, please excuse me. I do have a slight cold I've been fighting, so I will try not to sniffle too much into the mic. Okay. Anyway, so let's get started. Each pal has a fortune cookie, which is, of course, a little bonus information in the read. Pal number 1 is represented by the card Coming Together. Pile number 2 is represented by the card Giving and Receiving. Pile number 3 is represented by the card Heart Chakra. Ooh. And pile number 4 is represented by the card Sacral Chakra. Let's get grounded really quick. Take a deep breath in through your mouth. And exhale through your mouth and let all the stress and worry, all the tension leave your vibration. And focus only on that thing that you would do no matter what. What calls to your heart now, okay? And I'll be back with pile number 1. Hey, pile 1, welcome to your read. You were drawn to the card Coming Together. So this is a part of your advice, and off jump, I do feel like there's something that you are about to embark on. It could be a project, maybe an opportunity coming in, but it does feel like you and something that calls to your heart, something that you're going to watch grow, that possibly you don't do alone, maybe in collaboration or partnership with someone else or other people, but something is coming together for you soon that's going to grow into something big. And it does feel like it's something that's going to call to your heart. All right, so let's put that over here. And let's check out your fortune cookie. Oh my God, come on now. What happened was I put lotion on my hands before we started and then couldn't. Now the joint's slippery. Okay. So it says, whatever is worth doing at all is worth doing well. All right. So the first thing I'm hearing is education. I feel like there's something you want to do, something that's coming in, an opportunity for you to actually do it. but there is a need for you to possibly get some more education in regards to it. Learn more of the craft, master it more, get more information, maybe even come together with other people who have that information or that can give you that assistance or that info. But that's what I'm getting from that. All right, so what's one thing you must do no matter what? Think about it now, and the cards are going to reveal if you're on the right path. Right? You have spiritual strength. I believe this is the Hierophant. It was reversed, but I'm putting them up right. And you have base chakra, which is root chakra energy. So whatever it is you feel you must do, I do get the feeling it goes against the grain. Maybe it questions an authority figure or energy that's not usually questioned, a belief system. Maybe it's just not a traditional way of doing things. What I feel is that you're on the right path, but you're not in the right energy at this time. When the base chakra comes through reverse, it just makes me feel like there's a need to be more grounded right now. Maybe you're not feeling that strong in your convictions. Maybe you're starting to feel a little like a lot of pressure, or as if there's just a lot with what you know and what you want to do, and it feels like starting to feel like a burden. Maybe you feel like nothing's coming of it, but something's coming in. There's a need for you to get grounded. So stay on the path, but find rituals, things you could do, places you could go that make you feel safe, that connect you to the planet, to the earth, that connect you to your ancestors, maybe like returning to your roots, to your hometown, to your ancestral place. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting for that. All right, pal ones. So what personality traits will help you reach your heart's desire? Connect with past loved ones. I literally just said ancestors, right? They said, ooh, we here. Okay, so sense, feel, and reconnect. Okay? You want to reach your heart's desire, connect to your ancestors. You have the ability to create rituals that connect you to your ancestors. If it's even just simply praying, if it's lighting a candle in their honor, an altar, a photo, set up, whatever you do, you have the ability to sense their energy and to connect to them. And by connecting to them, that is going to help you reach your heart's desire. They're trying to help you, is what I'm hearing. They're trying to help you. And connecting with animals. Animal spirit guides also are coming through, healing and passed on pets. So you have some pets either that have just passed on that are with you, or you have animal guides that are with you from past lifetimes. And you have the ability to strongly connect to them at this time. They're trying to help you with being brave and courageous, stepping into roles that maybe bring you a little bit of fear, because maybe it causes you to have to stand strong in your convictions. But there are others who are going to join you. Just keep your heart center open, okay? Why does my stomach feel like it wants to growl? Are you hungry, my pal ones? All right. So what is challenging you to reach your desires? We have the Death and Rebirth card reversed. and the Emperor. Well, the first thing I'm getting is something's just not being let go of. Excuse me. With the Death and Rebirth card reversed, I feel like there's something that needs to go, that needs to transform, that needs to change. And it's not happening. What needs to change is some kind of shift into this energy. You need to get grounded. You need to step into a leadership role. You need to know that you have the support of your ancestors. And it's time for you to lead. And maybe you work for someone, they're a good boss, or you work with somebody who seems like they cool, good energy, but it's your time now. That's the thing. They're like, you're on the right path, but your energy, your vibe, you have to be willing to let go of stuff. Just let things go. And people, yeah. I was waiting, like, is there anything else you want to add? But that's it. So, clarity, please. So if you have a choice to make, which way should you go? Which is your path to prosperity? These two cards are going to give you a little advice, just a little vibe of what the energy would be. Okay? So we have family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. So perhaps you end up, you need to think about doing work that involves your family. Maybe you work with other families or have family programs or do social services, help children, work in the foster care system, counsel. Yeah. Oops. Okay, so what other path is good for you? Oh, well, career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So maybe right now you're in a space where you're a little nervous. Maybe you recently left a comfortable job. Maybe you're switching positions, getting promoted, stepping into a new position or something, where you're a little worried. And I do feel they're trying to give you a sign as to where to focus, what you should focus on in order to bring in that prosperity. But they're also giving you some assurance here that you're embarking upon a career that's going to bring you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So don't give up, okay? Yeah. All right. And lastly, it's the other half of your advice. How can you earn more doing what calls to your heart? Believe and succeed. This is like the Six of Swords. So this is all about trusting that you're being guided towards something better. Just trusting, believing, and you will succeed. That advice is so blunt and clear, I don't know what else to tell y'all. You want to earn more doing what calls to your heart? Just go towards where you're being guided, what feels good. You're being brought together to people or a person that you're meant to become prosperous with at this time. You have to let something die, something go, and step into a different position, a leadership position, or there is a leader or a father figure or boss figure you need to release and get grounded. That's what I got for you, my pal ones. I hope that this lesson on love, loving yourself, and loving what you do for a living, I hope that this was a good one for you. Of course, I will return back to relationships next episode, but I really enjoyed doing this for you guys. I feel like this is something that we needed clarity on. And peace. Blessings. Don't forget to like this video, this episode. Send all the good things, all the abundance, all the good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. It can come to you. And I'll be back with part 2. Hey, part 2. So you were drawn to giving and receiving. And this is the first half of your advice in regards to doing what calls to your heart now. I see you as someone who has given a lot, and you feel like you've given a lot. And that's the problem. As long as you notice that you're giving a lot and you feel like you're not getting back what you give, that's what delays it. But what I see coming in for you now is a perspective shift where you're starting to realize this about the flow of the universe, how to be a magnet for what it is you desire. And in this realization, you're about to kind of shift gears into being more balanced in reciprocating what you put out. So if you want to earn a lot of money doing what is near and dear to your heart, all you need to do, my pal twos, is to do it and give without expecting a return. And the universe is going to bless you. You're going to get a return in a way that you don't expect, is what I'm hearing. Let's check out your fortune cookie. I also see for some of you grants, you receiving a lot of grants or funding, or people wanting to invest in something. Okay, your fortune didn't want to come out the right way. Go ahead. All right. It says, what makes an apple fall to the ground? What makes an apple fall to the ground? And the only answer I could come for with that is divine timing. When it's when it's fully ripe and it's time to let go of the tree, it falls to the ground. It could just be time, or it could be like a gust of wind, chance, destiny, fate. I just feel like this overall message is telling you it's time. Like, it's time for you to fall to the ground, to leave the tree, to leave the nest. Maybe you've been not playing it small, but out there hustling, grinding is what I feel, working really hard. And now they're like, it's about to be your time. You're right. You've paid your dues. And I hope this is something you want to hear. All right. So let's see. What's one thing you must do no matter what? Think of it right now, and the cards are going to reveal if you are on the right path. So your first card says trapped in fear. Okay, this is like the 8 of Swords. And the second card, fulfillment of wishes reversed, which is like the 9 of Cups, but I'm going to keep it upright. So yeah, you're doing something right now, or whatever it is you're thinking of. You think it's your wish fulfillment. You think it's what you really want. You think it's your end all be all. But, and perhaps you think it's all you're good at, or something, only thing that you could do to make money, or whatever the case may be. It's not fulfilling. It's not coming through as being fulfilling. It's not coming through as the right path for you. It gives a feeling of feeling trapped, like something you feel like you have to do, or maybe you feel like it's expected of you. You don't see any progress, any promotion, any advancement in this field. And if there is any available, it's not being offered to you at this time. But there feels like a fear to leave this path, because it's something that maybe you thought you'd be doing for the rest of your life, something you thought that was going to be your path. I mean, something you just thought you were always going to get. love for because you loved it so much, but it's not the way. I think you're going to discover something else along this reading. It's going to surface, and I believe it's going to be something that you're going to be like, yeah, I've thought about doing that before. All right, so let me see. Let's see. What personality traits will help you reach your heart's desire? All right, so let's see. Maybe you need to flip some stuff in how you are moving career-wise. So we have embrace your inner gypsy, freedom, fun, and music. If you are not working in a field that involves performing of some kind, then I can already see how you could be a little miserable. But thinking that whatever this position is you are in is going to fulfill you emotionally, no. Maybe it does give you money, but it's not making you feel like this. Embrace your inner gypsy. You do have a need to get up and move. Maybe you're someone who likes to travel. It does feel like you need to be traveling. If that's not a part of your job, if you don't have a vacation time, freedom, time to have fun, if music isn't involved in some way, shape, or form for some of you, then you are not on the right path, or you're at least not doing what your heart is calling you to do. Some of you, I even see fashion design and yeah. And art. Here we got to explore your creative side. I ain't never lied to y'all. Visualize, paint, record. Yeah. So some of y'all here are doing these jobs that you know damn well you'd rather be doing something here in the arts. You're a creative, but you feel stuck in this 9 to 5. And maybe it felt like something you wanted to do at one point, but it's not your wish fulfillment. It's not. Okay? Once you're doing your wish fulfillment, you'll start to see things coming in. If you're here because you're concerned about finances. All right, so let's see. What is challenging you to reach your desires at this time? Ace of Cups. You focused on a love relationship or something? Some of you, that's what I'm picking up. 5 of Swords. Excuse my sniffle, but some of you pal twos, take it if it resonates. What's challenging you to reach your financial prosperity, abundant career desires is some relationship you started or you're in. It's stressing you out. It's almost like you're missing a new opportunity for something to come in because you're worrying about something else you thought was going to be your wish fulfillment. Just like maybe a certain job you took. Maybe they're even just talking about a relationship for some of you and not a job. But because this is my Lessons on Love segment. For those of you that this is not a relationship, what is challenging you to reach your desires is that you don't seem to know your worth. You are afraid when you get opportunities that you would love, that are amazing, and they want to come in, you're trapped in fear. You're afraid that it'll be a disappointment. You'll be a disappointment. You won't be good enough. It won't be good enough. Whatever past experiences you've had, you kind of trap yourself in them. And it's time for you to let that go. Okay. So let's get some clarity. Which way do you go? Which path will bring you to prosperity? Well, pretty much they told you already, but let's see what else we got. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So praying to help you. Talking to your guides. And y'all. Yo. Yo. Oh my God. Artist. Yeah. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Excuse me. See, yeah, there's your confirmation, which you're supposed to be doing, my dear pal twos. Wowzers. You probably got I've never seen such a deep well, I have, but wow, I'm still always in shock. Okay. So advice, how you can earn more doing what calls to your heart, the second half of your first advice. And you have detach. Detach from an outcome. Detach from how it's supposed to happen. And detach from anything that is hurting your heart for those of you that are stressing out over a relationship. Because you're missing out on something new. Make that new love relationship with the Most High. Excuse me. But yeah. It's time for you to let go and leave it to your guides. Follow your heart. Open to receive. Open hands, open hands. Isn't that bugged out? Yeah. Let go and you will receive. Give and you will receive. There you have it. This is even open hands here too as he prays. Surrendering. Yeah. So that's what I have for you, my pal twos. I hope this resonated with you and you enjoyed this lessons on love session, lesson on loving what you do for a living. And remember to give a thumbs up to this episode so I could continue to do them. I'm sending y'all so much light and love, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. I'll be back with Pal 3 later. Hey, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. So you were drawn to heart chakra. So I just feel like when I see this card and when I hear heart chakra, it makes me think of something that is like so near and dear to the heart. It feels like it's one with the heart. Now, I'm not seeing or feeling exactly what it is yet. Maybe it's what you're feeling called to do, but whatever it is, it has a lot to do with loving and caring and nurturing and giving and being of service. For some of you, the environment, big time. For others, caretaking. Maybe even therapy. Okay, let's see. I even heard surgeons for some of you, maybe doctors, surgeons. All right. But I'm hearing follow your heart always. Always with confidence. Your heart will never, never, never lie to you. Now, I know in the past I'm hearing my heart has led me astray sometimes. My heart has dumbed out and messed up. Yeah, but you're not that person anymore, I'm feeling. You've grown. And you can trust your heart. Your heart went through those times with you. So as you've grown, so has the heart center. Let's see. Are you kidding? You have no fortune in your fortune cookie. And you know the first thing I heard? It reminds me, and that's crazy, it reminds me of a scene from The Last Dragon when Bruce Leroy opens the fortune cookie and there's no fortune in it. And he's like mad scared because he's like, oh my God, there's no fortune in here, master. Talking to his sensei, his teacher. And he's like, think, Leroy. Think. And he hits him right like in his third eye, like right in the center of his head. And it's like, you already know. You're the master. You already have the answers. You don't need a fortune cookie because there's something about you. Some of pile threes, I feel like you're very intuitive. I had a crew of artists that chose pile two, apparently, or just stifled creative people who aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. And now here comes my intuits and nurturers. All right. So think of the thing that you must do no matter what. And the cards are going to reveal if you're on the right path. You have temptation. And you have power. It's like the devil and the strength card. I do feel you're on the right path. But what I also feel is that there's something you're missing when it comes to this thing that you must do no matter what. It's like you're easily distracted from doing it, or you don't realize that it's the key to your prosperity. It's like you're looking at it, you're reaching for it, but you're being sucked down by other things that are tempting you, maybe things that look like they could bring in money quicker. And so instead of going for the key, which I guess you have to take some time to get to, you are allowing yourself to be tempted by material desires. But there's a strength about you, a power about you, and you're getting assistance as well, spiritually, spirit guides assisting you to push forward so that you can actually see that you are losing focus on what it is your heart truly desires. So it's like you're on the right path, but you're easily thrown off, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, or you're, it's like, it's a rough path, I'm hearing. But it's like you're easily thrown off it, and maybe that's why, because it's not been easy. So every time you see something that feels easier, that's what you want to go and do. But they're trying to give you the strength to persevere towards something. So what personality traits will help you reach your heart's desire? What is it they're pushing you towards? And look at that. Answer the call. So they're calling you. They're pushing you to something. Explore, travel, live. So I do feel you're being pushed to move, for one. Wherever you are, the location is not where you're going to be prosperous. I do see location movement. I see you also traveling a lot as a part of what you are meant to be doing. So your personality needs to become one that's open to adventure, open to explore new things, learn new ways of living, and just being open to live and be free and try new things and new experiences. You are very protected and very strong on your own. But you know you're being called to something. So follow the calling and stop being tempted by what looks like you're going to get prosperity from it quickly. You won't be happy there. Enjoy music. Instruments, sound, tone. There's something about you with assisting people's quality of living. Maybe older people, maybe just adults or parents or married couples or just relationships. I feel like a counselor here, a retreat coordinator, sound healer, shaman even. And very culturally connected, whatever you Your personality needs to be one that is open to various cultures, because something in your calling is going to require that. Interesting. So, what is the challenge? What is challenging you to reach your primary desires? So you got temperance reverse, which has to do with an imbalance. Too much indulgence in something. So this gives me addiction feelings, guys. That's the temptation here. Are you smoking a lot? Are you drinking too much? I have to admit, I have been lately. So this was the pile I was side drawn to. Who is here with me? Write it in the comments. So yeah, there's an imbalance. Temperance is here reverse, meaning that there's an overindulgence in something, a codependency on something. You're doing too much of something. And usually when it's light workers, it's usually something like food, drugs, cigs, alcohol, or verbally abusing the self. So any one of those, you pick one as what it is. That's something that's challenged you from reaching your desires. Okay. And Three of Pentacles. So there's a need to collaborate. Perhaps you haven't made the correct or the strong collaborations that you need right now. I feel like you're getting some power behind that. Some coming together with like energy, like minds for you. I see that coming in. So keep your heart open to that. I feel like you're gonna put out a call and it will be answered. Okay. Yeah. Be open to collabs. Ones where the energy is matched, where everybody is bringing something different to the table, but of the same level or caliber, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So let's get some clarity, please. Which way to go? Which is your path to prosperity? So besides these being in your energy as personality traits, we have builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So you're somebody who, look how they're setting out. You like to set out, you explore, and create new things. When you're a builder, you're someone who can create something out of nothing. That's a great power to have and gift. And yoga. Wow. So think about yoga. We got sound healing here, sound coming through, and retreat energy and counseling. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So it could be any of those three things, you can incorporate into what you do or what you want to do for a living. Interesting read. All right, so let's see the other half of your advice on how you can earn more doing what calls to your heart. And you have flow. Just flow. Follow your heart and go with the flow. Listen to that inner compass. Follow your heart is the main thing. Brings you right back to where you began. Release the addictions. Follow your heart. Answer the call. Collaborate with the folks that you feel drawn to. Y'all build some things that are amazing. Incorporate this healing movement, exercise, and getting that physical in shape. Travel, see the world, live, love, laugh. That's what I got for you, my pal threes. I hope this resonated with you in some way. Please give this episode of Sit With Me a thumbs up so we can continue to have them. And on that note, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this tribe. I'll be back with Pal 4 later. All right. Hey, Pal 4. What's good? I thought I was going to be able to make it straight through this read. I had to pee so bad, y'all. Whew, it became urgent. I had to pause, jump up, and run to the bathroom. Now I feel better. So my powerful is, if there's something you're holding in or you're holding back, let it out. It's going to feel real good. Okay, just somebody need to hear that. Okay, sacral chakra. You were drawn to the sacral chakra, so there's a need for you to step into your authentic space. Maybe you've been feeling that calling. Maybe you've been feeling very sexually charged. Maybe you've been feeling very like in the energy of this is me, world, take it or leave it type feeling. If not, that's where you need to be in order to get your prosperity. All right. You need to open up that sacral chakra. That's located, for those that don't know, below the belly button and above the pelvis. All right. And its color is orange. That energy vibration is orange. So wear some orange. Speak your authentic truth. And let's see what your fortune is. Okay, so my power fours, you have stillness versus motion. It's only a relative matter. And I guess they're saying is that you can get a lot done in stillness just as you can in motion. And you can get nothing done in motion just as you can in stillness. So maybe you saw how I was saying I just ran to the bathroom at the last minute. Maybe there's rushing happening too when it comes as far as calling in your prosperity or what you want to do for a living. Maybe they're saying there's a need for you to be still, or in some cases there's a need for you to be more active. Maybe some of you aren't doing enough. So let's see. What's one thing you must do no matter what? Think of it now. Okay, so the cards are going to reveal if you're on the right path. Okay. You have partnerships and alliances. And you have the which is like the Six of Wands, victory and success. It did come through reverse, but I'm displaying them all upright. So, what's the one thing you must do no matter what? Are you on the right path towards this thing? This is another path, almost feels like pile number one, where it feels like you're on the right path, but your vibe is not right. You should be victorious and successful at this, and you should be calling in partnerships and alliances that are meant to help you. However, for some reason, maybe you've done this and they weren't successful, or you fear partnering up with people and forming alliances with people that do the same thing as you. You fear that it'll fail. Or maybe they'll thwart your success. Maybe they'll overshadow you. It could be something to that extent. All right, take what resonates. This isn't for everybody. It's not a personal reading, so don't get in your feelings. All right, you take what resonates for you. But there's just a feeling with victory and success being reversed, but partnerships and alliances being a good thing. It can mean a fear that they will fail, or they have failed in the past, or just a fear that your success and victory will be overshadowed by a partnership or an alliance. Okay? So you're on the right path. Whatever it is you were thinking of, yes, it's like, do it. You need to partner up and form some alliances with people if you really want to be successful with it. However, you got to change your vibe. Can't be in this energy, this reverse victory and success vibe. Okay? So, what traits will help you reach your heart's desire? Interact and relate. Partnerships and alliances. Community, family, traditions. Yeah, you give me the same vibe as Power 1. You might have been drawn to Power 1, or you're coming from Power 1. Either way, you have to get more open to collabs, to working with people, because I do feel like you are someone who's meant to serve a community. Maybe you help families. Maybe you are a healer of some sort. Take what resonates. But whatever the case may be, you have to work with others. Maybe you're an intuitive guide. I just got that from the heads together. But I just feel like it's a need for you to interact and relate with other people, and that's going to help you. The more connected you are to other people, I think that is the key to your prosperity. Okay, to be relatable. And you have noticed the signs. Investigate symbols, nature, spirits. So a lot of greens and blues in your reading. Gives me a heart and throat chakra energy. You know, there's a need for you to speak. Maybe the things you say really touch people, move people. Yeah, you do it in a very authentic way. Maybe the way you express yourself verbally is done in a very authentic way. Creative. A lot of people find your voice maybe sexy or attractive or soothing. And you're going to see signs, and I feel like you have seen signs that whatever it is you're thinking about, that is the thing that you love so much, you're so passionate about. You've been seeing signs that you need to investigate further. You need to check that out. I do feel that you have a connection to earth energy. So when you are outside, when you take walks, you're going to be most hit with epiphanies and feel guided more when you're outdoors. Also, you're someone who's inspired by your community, by family. So getting around family and old friends will also be something that'll be motivational for you too. Just something for some of you. Take it at if it resonates. So what's challenging you to reach your desires at this time? Well, we have the Fool reversed. You just ain't trusting. You said, I'm not taking no leap of faith. I don't know what the hell. You're not trusting right now. Or you feel like you've made naive choices in the past. Maybe you feel like you've been a fool with partnerships and you've been used and abused, and now you're just afraid. You're afraid to even try. You got the Strength card. Made me think of a stubborn energy first. But they want you to know that you're strong. Yes. But that could be a little bit of a challenge for you, is that you're so strong and dominating and independent. And you have to learn to work with others. And you have to learn how to read into people, to connect, to know who to trust. Yeah, maybe you've been burnt in the past. You pulled up the wrong people. But now you know better. You're wiser. You know how to read the signs. So your challenge is just not trusting and trying to stand so strong and independent that you block out opportunities to work with people who can actually level you up. The universe has seen what you do, how you help people, see how you live your life. You're a good person. They want to send you things to help you level up now, but you got to get a little bit more open to it. Open up that heart. All right. So let's get clarity, please. Which way is your path to prosperity? What energies can help you? Well, didn't I say maybe you're a healer? Jesus. This entire Lessons on Love reading has had my stomach in knots. It's been so mind-blowingly accurate. Every pile has been synchronized. If you don't relate to a pile you picked, pick again, because these are on point. Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. So that's what you should be doing. And that may be something that you do. Maybe you don't realize it. Maybe you're not even in a field that's called healer, but you heal. Okay. And heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So you are getting confirmation right now that this path you are on, that you are walking, you are being protected and guided. They are helping you. They're going to send you the partnerships and the alliances that you need in order to level up. Look at all of this green and earthy, watery energy. You have so much love from the universe coming in to help you, and you're going to have your heart's desire. You are. You've seen the signs. You know. Okay? All right, your final card of advice. How could you earn more doing what calls to your heart? Just open up your heart. Love. This is the Lover's card. Make the choice to follow your heart and do what you love. And that's that orange energy back there too. That what are you passionate about? What calls to you? What is it that you were thinking about here when you had to think of what you must do no matter what? Because whatever it is, it's your soul's calling. It's your soul calling to you. Yeah, sit on that for a minute and get to it after. Time to take action, okay? It's time for you to step into your position. Trust you're being guided. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. I hope it resonated with you and helped you in some way get some clarity today, my powerfuls. Please give this episode of Sit With Me a thumbs up. If you want me to continue doing them, show me the love. Leave me comments. I check all of them. And I truly appreciate you guys being here with me, subscribing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now. It doesn't take that long to do it. And my stomach is really growling. I'm very hungry out of nowhere. So maybe after this reading, everybody's feeling really hungry to go after their heart's desires. And I hope that that's what that inspired. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Sit With Me. And I'll be back with episode number 10, y'all. Y'all know that episode's gonna be off the chain. All right. Bye. Okay, guys, this concludes this episode of Sit With Me. I really wanted to come and say hi. This is probably the first, not probably, this is the first ancestry dance mask that I ever wore and danced. She's been with me for decades. I call her Awo Iyami, which is Mystery of Our Mothers, because she represented for me the children who come into the world briefly, babies that don't even make it out the womb. She came to me at a time when I had a serious miscarriage, and a miscarriage that broke my heart. And I had wanted to name the child Awo Iyami. This miscarriage broke my heart because it was induced. It was an abortion. Awo Iyami represents children who are aborted, babies who don't make it out of the womb, and those that if they do, they're stillborn. So I have deep love for this ancestor here, and I wanted to bring her out. She wanted to come out, but also for women out there and men who have gone through abortions, who have lost children, know that they're still with you. Yes, that was a spirit that came through. Yeah, it didn't stay, but it was there. And that spirit stays with you. As long as you call on its energy. This is my baby, and I'm grateful and thankful for the experience that I went through with her spirit, because it taught me so much about motherhood. It taught me so much about finding a good father. It taught me so much about just life and just life. And I hope that this episode has done this for you and reconnected you to ancestral energies, as well as those that are physically still here with you. Be thankful. You have so much to be grateful for. Peace, blessings, and all the good stuff that comes from being part of this tribe.